Pratibha, please introduce yourself and tell us where you're telling from. And please tell us a story.
Sure, I will. So, good evening, all. I'm Pratibha from Bhilai, Chhattisgarh, Central India. And my heartfelt gratitude to Eric for giving me this opportunity to share a healing story. So, here it goes. Connecting to things materialistically worthless but priceless by sentiments always has a story behind it. And today, my story depicts the same. She always wore a flower in her hair. Always. It just seemed so strange. A flower to work, to professional meetings. She was an aspiring graphic designer who would sail into our office wearing a flower in her shoulder length hair, mostly color coordinated, suitable with her attire. On occasions like Diwali party, the flower added a touch of festivity, but to work, it just seemed out of place. Some women out there felt that she ought to be pulled aside and explained the rules of being taken seriously in the business world. But none asked this young woman as to why a flower accompanied her each day to work. We referred to her as the flower power. Did flower power complete her assignment on the DMART project? One would ask with a lopsided smile. Yes, and her work has blossomed really well, would be the reply, sharing smiles of amusement. We thought our mockery to be innocent. Not a single day did she miss wearing a flower in her hair, until one day she entered without it. I noticed that you don't have a flower in your hair today, I asked casually. Ah, yes, she said, feeling her hair with her fingertips. She was not her own bright and perky self that day. That made me ask her, is everything okay? She said, yes, I'm fine. Today is the anniversary of my mother's death. How much I miss her. Oh, I understand. And I'm sure it's so difficult for you to talk about it. No, that's okay. I said, no, that's okay. That's what she said. This is a day of mourning for me. And then she began her story. You see, my mother lost her battle of life to cancer when I was 15 years old. Such a kind-hearted soul she was. So loving, so giving. Because she knew she was dying, she had pre-recorded a video that I was to watch on every birthday, beginning from 16 years until I was 25 years of age. Today was my 25th birthday. How I wish she was alive and with me here. My heart goes out to you, dear, I said, hugging her tightly. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, she said. And about the missing flower that you were asking about, well, when I was young, my mother often put flower in my hair. One day, I plucked a beautiful red rose from her garden and took it to her when she was in the hospital, held it up to her nose for her to smell. She took it without a word, pulled me closer, and gently stroking my hair, placed it in my hair. She died later that day. Saying this, tears rolled down her eyes. And ever since then, I always wore a flower in my hair, as I felt her with me every moment. And Today, on my 25th birthday, as I watched her pre-recorded video, in it she said that she was sorry for not being there for me as I grew up. She hoped that she had been a good parent and that she needed a sign that I was becoming self-sufficient. This is the way my mother thought. As I was wondering what that sign could be, it seemed the flower. The flower had to go, although I would really miss it, she said, with her voice choked. But now, I don't need to wear a flower to be reminded of those things. Saying this, she handed to me a neatly prepared folder signed with a hand-drawn flower, her signature trademark beneath her name. As I watched her walking away, I felt that now I'd started to understand her and the flower. I looked over her project and felt greatly honored as it was treated by a person of such great depth and capacity of feelings for being. No wonder her work was consistently excellent as she stayed in her heart each day amidst love and inspired me to revisit mine. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Anybody, thoughts?
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think no problem. Yeah, sorry. Your remembrance, the story is about your memories, and it was described beautifully in a tone with no unnecessary body movement or modulation. I love the way you told, and
Thank you so much.
you transferred your memories of your mother, I think clearly. That is the success of this story. Yeah.
So actually, this is a healing story. I took it from Betty B. Young's, from her book Gift of the Hearts. And I'm a person very quite sentimental, and I get connected to things. So I get connected to my dear ones also, and the things that I associate with them. So I love my mother, and she's very much here.
Okay, good. Okay.
Jyoti Pandey, you seem to be about to say something.
Eric, apart from, you might say I'm biased because Pratibha is a very dear friend and I know her closely, what a sensitive person she is. But today her story transformed me to another world, and how beautifully it has been pointed out without any excessive body language or anything, all through her voice modulation and the depth. How beautifully the images were so clear. I could see the red rose, I could see the mother lying on the bed, I could see her entering the office. Beautiful, Pratibha. Big hug to you.
And I hug back to you because Jyoti, for all that you have shared about me, I'm deeply honored about it. And Jyoti is not only a good friend of mine, but also my mentor. Thank you so much, Jyoti. And Gitanjali too. They both are very encouraging.
So, Pratibha, your story reminded me of my classmate in school. So she used to wear like these gajra and come to school every day. And
Okay.
as classmates, we often made fun of her. We say, "Oh, gajre wali has come. No, gajre wali has come." And after some time, we found out that she's not there anymore. Like
Okay.
after some years of we met again like an alumni meet, and we were all checking where is the girl, with that gajre wali, you remember?
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know, like so what was she going through in her life, and still she came with that flower power every day to the class.
Right.
So I think that's where the drive got onto me.
Right. Right.
So whatever you're going through, the flower on the hair brings power.
Yeah. And there's always a story like why a person would want to wear it,
Yeah.
although he's being teased or made fun of.
I don't know the backstories, but someone said that, like, she lost her mom also at a very young age. So I think the flower brought in a lot of memories of holding on to her mom. Maybe the story is matching somewhere.
Mhm.
And yeah, I agree with Jyoti. There was a lot of grace in your telling. Your eyes was like just sparkling. And even when you open the paper and then you look at the flower, everything is like
Thank you.
picture
Thank you so
perfect.
much. It means a lot to me, but coming from you. Thank you.
Hi, Pratibha. I'm Shri here.
Hello.
I think one was when we see something different about someone doing something different, and we would always come to judgment. Okay, we would always judge them.
Yeah.
Just time back, I was having a conversation with Geetanjali. She said, "It's not just others. I think we shouldn't be judging ourselves." Sometimes that's a very powerful thing. I think your flower power resonates that so much. Not to
Yes.
be judged, not
That's,
even about. I think
yeah.
that's. Thank
Yes.
you.
True. True. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.